Alright, let's check those results. Oh, very nice.
Jody on pole for the Hall of Fame race.
Already.
Very nice.
Yep.
Jardy on pole, just coming off of his Hall of Fame induction, puts it on pole.
Don't forget to back out. We're quick guys.
Yeah. So it'll be Jardy and Keith leading them to the green,
Keith.
it looks like. Very nice. Alright, I'm backing out.
Until 75 laps is the race.
10 foot.
Stages.
75 laps.
75 laps, you said no stages?
Yeah, they're all stages.
Okay.
Good luck, everybody.
You guys can join.
Thank you.
Alrighty, Steve, what you say we go, let's go watch a fun little race tonight.
Yeah. Go dirt racing at Eldora.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Little exhibition race, end the season. I like it.
Should be a good one.
Oh, I predict a very good race. A little something out of the ordinary for these guys.
Yeah. Good to see we got some different, got some F1 drivers and stuff in here too, so
Oh yeah, it's
that'll be
very,
exciting to watch.
very good mix of drivers for this race. I like to see it. As we are green. And looks like Jardy's going to get the whole shot over Keith. And Jardy's going to lead lap one.
Yeah.
A little bit of a scrum farther back in the pack. Looks like Jade's trying to move his way to the front. I will say they definitely didn't waste any time getting racy. They're 2 and 3 wide farther in the back of the pack here.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm not really surprised about right now is seeing where everybody's running right now. Everybody's right down around that inside wall right there. And I really believe that's going to be the fast way around tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh, looks like Marty Party just got in the wall coming off of 4. He's going to lose a couple positions. Meanwhile, battle for the lead starting to heat up a little bit.
Yeah. Not letting him get away.
Well, they are not letting him get away at all. Front 3 trucks right under a blanket. Keith going to hug that bottom all the way around the corner and try and take over second place, it looks like. I gotta say, that 2 truck of Zion looks really, really strong right now. He's just looking for a way to get around Jardy. I think he's got
Yep.
I think he's got the faster truck right now. Jardy, I don't know. It looks like he might be starting to mirror drive a little bit, trying to take his line to do what he can to keep that track position. Jardy washed up just a little bit there. Zion's going to get right to his bumper, it looks like. He's going to fall in line.
Keith is right on that white line.
Definitely. Keith right now is saying if anybody's going to get around me, you're going to have to go around the outside.
For sure.
Front three have started to gap the fourth place a little bit. Looks like Jade Bird moved up to fourth, it looks like. Zion continuing to pressure Jardy. Now Keith's coming back into the mix as well.
Yep.
Front three right under a blanket right now. Definitely love to see it right now. These guys definitely came to race tonight. Zion washed up just a little bit there on exit of fourth. That's going to allow Jardy to get a little bit of a gap. We are down to 2 laps to go on the stage, I do believe. Okay.
It's a wall.
Jardy's definitely looking comfortable in the lead right now.
Yeah. Looks like he's got a pretty good truck under him.
He's definitely got a good truck under him. He's not put much of a wheel wrong yet this race. As we have 1 lap to go now. Keith's going to make a dive inside looking for second.
Make it stick on the bottom.
And looks like Jardy's going to win stage 1. Keith steals second right at the line.
Good race.
Zion third. Looks like Jade in fourth.
Jade was fourth, yeah. Alright. Let's rack 'em and restack 'em.
Rack 'em, restack 'em, and let her rip again. I'm a little bit surprised. Watching that first stage there, I thought the bottom line was going to be the way to go, but that 2 truck of Zion, he was making that middle line work pretty well.
Yeah, he was.
I think that could
May come in. That may come in stage 3.
I think it might. You might see some guys start to move up the track a little bit, try and find a little extra speed. As here we go, getting ready for stage 2. Jardy and Keith on the front row again, and here we go. Keith got a good launch. He's going to stay even with Jardy. They're leaning on each other. Keith washes up the track a little bit. That's going to allow Jody to clear. Keith coming back, looking for the potential crossover. And he's going to get inside Jody. They make contact.
Oh, a little contact there. They keep them straight.
Somehow they kept them straight. And what does that do? That opens up the door for the 98.
He takes over second. Good move.
Very good move. He saw an opportunity and took advantage of it. Looks like he come to play too. We didn't hear much of him in the first stage, and yet here he is running third. Another one of those guys taking advantage of a little contact in front of him and moving up positions. Ooh. He just got a shot from it. Looked like the 24 of Keith. One guy who's loving all this battling is definitely Jody. It looks like he's starting to get a little bit of a gap now. Zion trying to work his way back up. After getting roughed up a little bit at the start of that stage. Ooh, caught the wall just a little bit. Didn't slow him down any. I gotta say, the one guy I'm a little bit surprised right now that he's not running higher is actually Jade, because he ended up, I believe, fourth that first stage, and yet we look at him right here, stage 2 here, he's running just barely inside the top 10 right now.
Right.
He's got a good little battle going with this 88 here. Jade's going to clear cheese. Try and work his way back up to the front. Meanwhile, battle for about third place is starting to get pretty heavy with Acceptness, Keith, and Zion. All pretty much nose to tail.
Everybody's looking for that spot.
Everybody's looking to try and gain whatever positions they can, because it looks like right now, looks to me like this is going to be it's going to be really tough to pass people here. Like you're really going to have to work to set up these passes, because everybody seems to be fairly even on overall speed, so. Might have to put the bumper to him a little bit if you want to get him.
Yeah.
As this battle continues, looks like the 99 might be falling back just a little bit. This might become a battle for second. Good little side-by-side battle. Meanwhile, you look up front, you see that 39 just continue to scoot away ever so slightly.
Yeah, he's just
He's
being real consistent and just running laps.
yes, sir. Doing just what he needs to, not putting the wheel wrong, and just, like you said, just logging laps and letting these guys fight amongst themselves. He's off in his own little zip code right now.
Second to fifth, there's some pretty good action right there.
Oh, there's been a lot of good action. I've been enjoying watching this.
Yeah.
Oh, Keith got the wall.
Oh, we
Keith's
gotta
around.
spin. We gotta spin. Keeps her going. No caution.
Yeah, no caution. I'm a little surprised. That was a good job by a lot of guys to not run him over.
Yep.
I thought, ooh. Looks like the two got in the back of the 97 just a little bit to keep it straight. But yeah, going back to Keith there, looked like he was going to go run the bottom, and he just got a little bit too low and caught the edge of that wall, and it looped it around him. That's a really tough break for him, because he had really, really strong truck.
Well, we'll see if he can drive back up through and get back up towards the front here.
He's definitely got speed, so I think he's capable of it, but like we've seen so far in this race, it's going to be tough to get that track position back, I think. But if there's one guy that can do it, I think he's the guy that can do it. Alright, so let's end
Johnny
this
Stage
stage.
2.
Zion, Jade, fifth.
Jade up to fifth. Slowly working his way up there.
Yes, sir. I think we might be hearing from him fighting for the win by the time this is over. If he can keep his track position on the restart here, I think he's got a chance. But the big question is, does anybody have anything for that 39 right now?
He looked pretty good that stage.
He's looked pretty good this whole race, I gotta say. I mean,
Yep.
there's not many people that have been close to touching him yet.
First stage he was kind of running with him, but that stage there he kind of started putting a gap on him there.
Whatever adjustments he made that stage, they work.
Yeah.
See if anybody else can make some adjustments and come get him as we start stage 3.
And away we go.
Jody got a good
Side by
launch,
side battle.
and Jody's going to clear for the lead.
Where is he?
And no surprise there, you look who's the first guy up there using the middle line there. Two truck of Zion.
Yeah,
He's been running that lane pretty much all race.
he's making it work good too.
He's making it work because he's moving up to third right here. Trying to. Got a good battle with the 97 here. And the 75 is just saying, come on guys, sort it out. Because I want to come through. Looks like the 2 is going to clear for third right now. Jade making a big move on the bottom, trying to get fourth.
Yep.
Oh, 97's in the wall.
Oh, he cleared him.
Oh, 97's going to fight back on the outside, though.
Oh,
Side by side. Now Jade clears him. Move Jade up to fourth. Meanwhile, they all continue to chase Jardy. Zion worked his way up to third, looking for second. Good fight a little farther back in the pack for about 6th place, it looks like. Looks like Acceptness, Keith, and Bergie. Good little side-by-side fight between Bergie and Keith. Bergie, another guy right now trying to make that middle line work. And we got Keith, who's been running right around that inside wall pretty much all night.
He loves that white line.
He does. Well, it's like they say, usually the shortest way around is the quickest.
'39 truck Ajardi is just so smooth.
He really is. Go watch him for a couple laps and see what he's doing.
He's running a really good smooth line. Got his truck handling real nice.
Oh yeah, you're not seeing much of a bobble at all from that thing. Just point it down to the bottom, let her drift up a little bit in the middle of the corner, try and get that good exit speed. He is, he's just setting sail.
We do have Goose in the 98 truck, US tractor right behind you, but Jardy does make a mistake. He's going to take the position. He's running some good laps also.
Oh, he's running some really good laps. He's actually closed the gap down a little bit. He's starting to close in on Jardy. I think we might have a little fight for the lead on our hands. Trek is definitely closing on him. Meanwhile, looking a little farther back, Jade starting to put a little bit of pressure on Zion for third. Jade gonna go all the way to the bottom. Had to check up a little bit to not run the two over. And that cost him on exit. See if we can't reel him back in. Oh, Trek sent it a little bit too hard there. Had to get out of the gas coming off the corner. That's going to allow Jardy to pull away just a little bit. Yeah, looks like Trek can gain a little bit of speed, a little bit of time on Jardy getting into the corner, but then Jardy gets him coming off the corner. They're kind of evening out. That lap Jardy gained a good bit though. Just nice and smooth here. And he's starting to show that muscle that it's helped him lead most of the race.
It's the same lap consecutive. He's so smooth. Heck of a driver.
why he's a multi-time champion.
Yeah. That's why he's a
Hall
of Famer for tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say,
yeah.
that's why he's a Hall of Famer, too. You just watch him at work and it's a beauty. Ooh, got a little bit of lap traffic to deal with here.
Yeah.
Like the 22 of Maddie. This could make things interesting. Oh, contact again. Now Jardy gets cleared. Trek trying to come with him. He's going to get clear as well. But that lap traffic definitely slowed Jardy up a little bit. And this race is not over yet. Trek definitely going to make him work for it.
Yes, he is.
Last lap.
So he's going to have one final shot at it. Not going to quite get there.
Not going to be able to get her done.
Looks like Jardy.
Heck of a race.
Fresh off his Hall of Fame induction, he's going to win the Hall of Fame race. How about that?
Yeah.
Looks like Jardy first.
Good job.
Jardy first. Trek second.
Jardy
and
first.
Zion third.
Yep, Zion, Jade, and then Acceptance. And I guess all five are coming to the booth. So,
Happy with that.
Alright.
I will be awaiting their arrival.
Make sure you're not on a blue screen when we do interviews there. Pardon me.
We're fine.
Okay. You know. So you got the fast lap.
I got you.
We need Goose and Casey.
Correct. You coming to join us too?
Yep, I finished fourth.
Said we're doing what, top 5?
Top 5.
Sounds good to me. Looks like... Boy, they didn't waste no time backing out of there.
Hey!
Mr. Burr.
Jade, you did not have fastest lap, unfortunately.
I didn't?
No.
You had fast lap.
I don't know. They all started backing out too quickly.
Okay.
I think it was Keith. I think Keith had a 19-2.
Yeah, I think it was Keith, but he backed out right away, so I didn't have much of a chance to...
It's alright. Just start with top 5 or 5th and go down first.
Sounds good.
you can start.
Wait, who was 5th?
Stranded. Accept miss.
Okay.
It was Acceptance, Matt.
I think he's looking for your truck.
That was 97, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. All right, everybody in here?
Yep, everybody's here.
Cool. All right, so Acceptness top 5 run tonight. I noticed you got beat around a little bit through different parts of this race, but managed to keep it together for the most part and brought it home with a top 5. Tell us a little bit about how your race went.
Yeah, to start off the beginning, I have a lot of enemies. If that wasn't seen, it's known to myself too. But it was a weird one. We started 5th, we finished 5th, we were basically 5th the whole race. Farthest back we were was 6th, so we're really getting away from 5th. Just something about the number 5 today, let me tell you. That's just something about the number 5. It was a fun one though.
Oh,
Just
definitely.
We just weren't consistent. Like that's all I can say. I mean, we had the speed to stay with Jody if I just could have been consistent, but I don't know what consistency is, and I probably never will. You can ask my dad, because no experience in real life does not translate, and even on that, it does translate with no consistency. Because one lap I could be in first, run the fast laps, and the next I'll be in 5th, running the slowest laps. So consistency not a thing.
Well, the big thing is you managed to be consistent enough to keep her in one piece and brought it home with a top 5. So nicely done.
You have a point there. Congrats to the top 4.
All right, that will move us on to, I believe, Jade was 4th, right?
Yes, sir.
You
will not find my truck because it's custom.
Yeah,
so.
I know. So, Jade, I noticed, looked like start of the stage is kind of got beat around a little bit, lost a little bit of track position, but ended up rebounding as the run went on a little bit and managed to get that track position back. You think?
Well.
Do you think
Oh,
you think you could have had anything for them top 3 if you would have, been a little bit better on them restarts?
Well, see, the thing with the restart there at the end of for the second stage, I pitted. I was one of the cars that pitted, one of the trucks that pitted, and tried to get the setup in to help me run, and I suffered some rear end damage at the restart, and the truck was just squirrely, and my thoughts were I wasn't going to try to rebound again there at the end of the second stage to start the third, and I just said, you know what, we're just gonna let her rip and see what she does, and back when I had some engine issues here in the truck championship here a few months ago, I was running the fastest laps of the race consistently. Nobody had anything for me. Tonight, when setup came in, had that damage in the rear end, and it just didn't work for me tonight. And congratulations to Jardy. Obviously, definitely deserved it. Fellow Hall of Famer. I'm also gonna say this before Casey does his interview. I did everything short of wrecking Casey on the last 2 corners. Everything short of it. Because we had the lap cars start stacking everything up, and I didn't know how it all was going to pan out, so I started letting off a little bit, being conservative, in case I needed to shoot some holes and find a way to the lead. And I don't remember exactly what he said, but what I heard was, "Send it, I dare you." So, what did I do? I put her to the wall, slung her sideways, and I was trying to set it up so I would slide right into his corner panel just to kill his momentum, and then try to drift off him and try to drag race him down to the start-finish line, but she didn't work for me. Obviously, came home 4th. But it was a great race all around. Stranded, I'm sorry for getting into you and sliding you into the wall. It was my bad on that, but all around, man, it was a good race. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed every second of it.
You guys definitely put on a good show, I thought.
It's definitely a way to end 2021 here in the WRL.
That's right. Got a Hall of Fame induction and then top 5 finish in the race, so can't complain about that.
Can't complain about that.
All right, moving on to 3rd place. Believe was the 2 of Zion, correct?
Yes, sir.
So I noticed you were one of the few guys that was kind of able to make that middle groove work most of the race. Do you think? You had any extra speed if you could have possibly gotten down to the bottom? And
No. Jordy and Goose were really fast. In that third stage, I could not catch them. I was trying everything, and I was looking for that big orange, yellow, whatever color you want to call it, busting my mirror. And that last lap, I did say, "Oh, you're gonna send it, aren't you?" I was like, "Oh, you did." But no, it was a fun race. It's fun to go out with new faces that you don't ever race with, and get the opportunity to race at a track that nobody ever, that I don't ever race dirt trucks at Eldora. It was just a good change of scenery, lots of fun. Kind of went into this race. I was like, well, I take last, take first. It is what it is. Just have fun with it, and that's exactly what we did tonight.
That's the thing with it being an exhibition race. Does that kind of take some of the pressure off for guys like you who don't normally do this all the time?
Yes, it does. It was just more of like, let's just go out and have fun. Met a lot of people. I know I raced with, I believe he was in the 24, Mr. NASCAR, right?
Yes.
Yes, him and I were going it back and forth. That was awesome. It's always fun to race close like that, for several laps. So, tonight was just fun. Congratulations to Jordy and Goose for the 1 and 2.
All right, so moving on to second place.
Hello.
So Goose, we didn't didn't see a whole lot of you the first part of this race, but second stage came around and a couple guys got racing in front of you, got together, opened up a hole, and you got through it and pretty much stayed up front the rest of the race.
It was an accident. I did a different slider. I think Casey was trying to mess with me and give me some tips at the last minute. I'm talking last minute. He says, "Hey, run this." Like, duh, okay. So
Let's gotta love teammates.
So it took me a minute to get used to what I was doing there. I mean, we practiced it a little bit, and I was trash, but it took me a little bit. I think I got in. God, I think I got into Mr. NASCAR once. I don't know, but I apologize for. Oh no. No, I don't apologize. Hell, this was a dirt track. I think I did pretty good considering it was a dirt track. I stepped on the gas when the flag dropped. I stepped on the gas, and when the flag dropped again, I let up off the gas, and then I opened my eyes, and damn, I was in second place.
Notice he said open his eyes, right?
Yeah. But Jardy, I was doing everything to try to catch him. He was just so consistent on that line. His line was just a little bit higher than mine, and I was every lap I was trying to drive it in there to catch up, and it wasn't working. So congratulations, great win, great driving on dirt.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. We got down towards the later part of the race, and you started to reel them in a little bit, and then we got into lap traffic, and I thought you had a legit shot at them. Is there anything that you could have possibly done differently to maybe get around them?
Well, I seen Mike there, which makes me nervous.
Oh my God!
And I was just concentrating on trying to get around Mike there. Which we got around clean. Mike did a great job. Good driving.
Did I not say, Mike, bring out the caution? Mike, where's the caution?
don't
Listen,
tell
you
that to
guys,
Mike
why
now.
am I
He'll
gotta
do
be
it.
the bad guy on all this?
Mike, we love you. We know that. If I didn't give you a hard time, you definitely wouldn't think I didn't care about you.
That's true.
I need to last little thing. I need to apologize again to my #1 fan for not winning. I gave it all I had, and Mike just didn't give me a good enough truck.
Uh-oh.
Mike,
You
you're
wait till
not
next
supposed to
year,
put-
buddy.
Mike,
You
you're
wait till
not
next
supposed
year.
you're not supposed to put restrictor plates on dirt track trucks, okay?
There you go.
Well, talk to your pit crew because they should have adjusted the tire pressure a little bit more, I guess.
All right.
Oh my god, I feel like the bus is coming, Jade.
Beep beep. You ready to go to school?
Yeah.
All right.
The lights are on. The 8 ways are on.
All right. Anyways, let's go chat with your winner, Jardy. I gotta say,
Hello.
you had one heck of a night, I'd say. Inducted into the Hall of Fame, and then you go out and just dominate the Hall of Fame race.
That was one heck of a race. The truck, first stage I knew I didn't want to touch it. Second stage I questioned whether I wanted to make any adjustments, how to tighten it up. Third stage it was all but perfect. It was a little bit too loose that I was kicking the back end out a little bit too much, and Goose and Casey were right there behind me. They were running really consistent laps. Started to pull away from Goose there a bit. And then the 2 lap cars came into play, and I thought I was done after that. I thought they were going to get around me. So, Goose, I knew your feeling whenever you said you were worried when you saw Mike there in front of you. I felt the same way. No offense to Mike. Don't take it that way, Mike. But
Poor Mike, can't catch a break tonight.
Anytime there's a lap car in the that comes into play, you sort of worry about it because you never know what could happen. I've had numerous times where could have had the race won, and a lap car decides to get involved and takes you out of the chance of winning it. So
Yeah, I was going to ask, when you did start seeing lap traffic in front of you, did that make you pretty nervous, thinking, I ran this good of a race, and then it's all going to go away right here, right now?
Well, I knew it's always a possibility, but thankfully it didn't happen that way. But Mike and who was the car? The other car, was it Marty Party or Maddie?
I believe it was Maddie.
They did a good job staying out of the way. So it was a fun race.
Definitely looked fun from my viewpoint. Congrats on the win, and congrats on the Hall of Fame induction. And actually, I want to say congrats to all of you guys. You guys put on a really good show tonight. I really enjoyed watching you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for commentating, bud.
Not a problem.
So, with that being said, we're going to cut for a few minutes, and then we will start the driver award ceremony, announce the last 10, 12 awards that we got announced for the season. And then that'll be it. The only other thing that we have on the schedule, and it's not, there's a quite big question mark beside it because we got to plan accordingly for it, which will be the Winter Classic. It will be hosted on Grand Theft Auto 5. Unsure of the cars, unsure of the tracks. It'll probably be about 5 to 5 races. It'll just be for fun. We'll announce that in the next coming hours or day or so. But other than that, that's all we got.
On the ground for it, so yeah.
Yep. Other than that, that is all we got for the race. Steve, Matthew Parkhurst, thank you both for commentating for us. We appreciate it. Appreciate you streaming, Parky.
Hey, no problem. I appreciate you letting me do it.
Well, As your first event back to the league, welcome back, Parky.
Appreciate that.
Steve, thank you as always for sponsoring for us.
You're welcome.
So, with that being said, go ahead and cut the stream. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Alrighty.